So, who am I? Well, my name's Dyane Forde. I'm a Canadian author, born and raised here in Montreal, Quebec. We have two official languages, English and French, and I can read and write both, which you kind of have to do in this province. Otherwise, well, you can't get very far over here. I am a social worker by profession. I've been a social worker for, I guess, going on 15 years now. That's my day job. My other job, or that's I would hope one day would become a regular job, is being a writer, and it's something that I've always wanted to do since the time I was really little. And I just count myself lucky that at some point in the course of my life I've been able to take steps to realize my dream, basically. What do I like to write? I like to write pretty much anything. I've written stories, short stories, dabbled in flash fiction, poetry. For the last couple of years, I've been writing novels, full-length novels. I'm working on a novella right now. For my books, I tend to gravitate towards fantasy. For some reason, fantasy just feels like a good fit. Sort of fits like a glove. But for short stories, I kind of dabble in everything. Sometimes horror, sometimes suspense, some science fiction, just whatever fits the mood of what it is that I want to say at the moment. That's where I kind of go. I like to write poetry. I don't consider myself a poet per se, but I really appreciate being able to kind of distill whatever emotional state I'm in at the time into a very concise, precise, beautiful expression. I just find poetry is just very pure, and so when I can get myself into that mindset to be able to write poetry, it's just so satisfying. What do I hope to achieve, or what do I hope the literary world will remember me by? My goodness gracious, I feel like just at the beginning of my career, it's kind of hard to project myself that far ahead. On small scale, if anybody reads any of my stuff and is touched or moved, I'm satisfied. Don't consider myself anybody of repute. So if anybody, loves my stuff and sends me an email to say that they appreciated it, that's a-okay. And if one day, by some miracle, things take off from there and it becomes successful, that's even better. But I love writing. I just want to be known as somebody who loves it, who works hard at it, and who just does her best every time she puts her pen to the paper, her fingers to the keys, that she set out to move somebody, set out to express herself, and hopefully to communicate with somebody on a very visceral and fundamental level.